here, but look at the net. That's okay. That's a goal. And the LSU are your middle school provincial OSEA Rocket League champions.
I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning. Ooh. I'ma keep winning, winning. But you wanna go play yourself. I'ma keep. You can try to save yourself. But you wanna go
squeeze this muffin.
You can try to save yourself. But you wanna go play yourself.
Yeah, you gon' need 100 men, 100 scopes, 100 cans just for you to watch what I'm doing under the sun again. God-given gift, MCs doing the running man. If you want me to get it poppin', may cost 100 pence. Yeah, what I supply is all the throne is mine, take that. The high five got the upper hand. I'm too real, can't fake that. Who you know putting fear in them like this? You a vampire, still suck when you bite this. Lord forgive me for my sins, I'm feeling righteous. But they've been asking me to show me I might just. They didn't think I could do it, I had to demonstrate how the flow is so heavenly, keeping demons straight. Who they fooling? I showed them the jig is up again. When I asked them who is the best, they get this to stuttering. Tell them
I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning. Ooh. I'ma keep winning, winning. You can try to save yourself, but you wanna go play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you wanna go play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you wanna go play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you wanna go play yourself.
I came this far, nothing can't stop me now. They knock me down, but they can't count me out. I can't lose, I won't lose. I can't lose, I won't lose.
You're watching the Ontario School Esports Association's Rocket League fall season. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Nate Goes Live, joined in the broadcast booth by Rage Quit Andy. We're all too happy to be here and have you along with us. Every season, our student gamers show incredible dedication, building teamwork, sportsmanship, and friendships that go beyond the game. This league's about more than just wins. It's about playing for the love of it. And tonight, we kick things off with two teams who have given us many memorable moments. Let's take a look at our first matchup, starting in just a few minutes. We'll see the Panthers taking on the Bay Ridge Blazers. Two teams that have brought us a lot of highlights and tense moments. Should be action-packed. We're going to just boot the door open and get straight into it. Regular rules apply. Please click subscribe on this YouTube channel if you're new here. We'll be live every single Wednesday, all through the month of October, 6 p.m. right through 7:30. So you can find us here each week. Tell a friend about the OSEA and share this stream to help spread the word about high school esports Rocket League tournaments. So for now, take a standby, grab something to drink, something to eat, strap in. We'll be with you in just a few moments for our first matchup of the night. Here we go. We're getting started here. First match of the night. Take it away, Andy.
All right, we're back with two longtime teams. Coming at you, we got Happy Cappy and G going up against Aiden and Farrah Fibonacci, one of my favorite names to say. Quick little 2v2 action for our first match of the night. Always tough to get this first match going with everybody here. First couple weeks of school, other commitments and such. Here's G trying to corral in the corner. Gonna get a pass over to Happy Cappy. Can't get that shot towards the net. So now Farrah's gonna corral this at midfield. Happy Cappy got a demo there, so had to stop the pressure from Farrah on a 2v2. Nice little shot there by G, swept away by Aiden. Farrah gonna try and get this away from Happy Cappy. Does so, but G's gonna scoop that one up at midfield. Now trying to get a play off the crossbar, but Aiden's gonna get that one away and try and bring this one downfield. Fakes the play off the wall, but Happy Cappy's gonna take that from midfield and easily cleared by Farrah.
Well, great to see some of these players back. Some of the stronger players we've seen in previous seasons. Farrah getting into it with G in the corner. It's going to bounce down in front. Farrah gets a quick clear. Aiden's going to try to bring it up the wall, get back to midfield. Can't quite do it. Happy Cappy setting G up. G just barely missing, hitting the crossbar. Cappy's got a long opportunity, cleared away by two of the Panthers, but they're still dealing with a great amount of pressure here as the Blazers continue with the attack. Here's Happy Cappy chipping out to center. G a little too far away. Going to give Aiden some time, who gets demoed by Cappy. Now trying to cross into the Blazers' end.
Farrah just trying to kill some time, has no boost there, so Happy Cappy just going to push this one downfield. Aiden sends a booming one over their own net, trying to clear this one out of danger. Doesn't get that big boost pad, so G's able to steer this one into their own zone. Now looking to corral off the side wall. Looking to get a ground pinch here, but good defense there from the Panthers. As Farrah goes up, misses that one. Aiden gets a little bump. Farrah with a nice play to get that away from the defender. Unfortunately not able to make anything of it, as Happy Cappy has a free shot at the net here, but Aiden comes out of nowhere and makes a great save to keep this one 0-0.
G way up at the ceiling. Tried to get the ground pinch, couldn't quite do it, so Farrah had time to get up. Second attack from Happy Capper by both defenders. A quick little move here from Happy Cappy.
Yeah, nice little shot there by G, which forces both Aiden and Farrah to go up for that one. They not able to clear that one away, and we've got a 1-0 game.
Kickoff here, out into the corner. Here's Happy Cappy, grabs some boost, ready to head out now. Crossing midfield with a great little roll. It almost gets by Farrah, who's up in time, chips it off the corner. Cappy with the second attack. Not much on it. Farrah still holding control. Moving over into the end zone of the Blazers. Nothing happened. Here's Aiden up top. That's off the crossbar. Really close. Farrah trying to maintain control, using the corner quite well, but Happy Cappy able to counter. Now we're back in the Panthers' end. Here's G. Quick shot. It got by. It's 2-0 for the Bay Ridge Blazers.
Yeah, nice positioning here by G. Notices there's no defense back, so just has to put one on net. Kind of the easiest goal he's probably going to score today. 2-0, just under 2 minutes left here. Farrah and G go for that one. G getting the better of that kickoff. Wisely leaves it for his teammate, Happy Cappy, and now they've got themselves a 3-0 lead.
This is a fun little 2v2. The Blazers coming out strong here. That looked like it was going to hit the crossbar. Maybe Aiden was waiting for it to bounce down. Tough read to make, certainly when you're facing into your own goal. So that's 3 for the Bay Ridge Blazers. I would not count the Panthers out. They're a very strong team. Here's G going up top corner. Make it 4.
Yeah, lucky little play off the kickoff there for that ball to come right down from that corner. Usually that you don't know where that ball's going to come out. And a great play by G and Happy Cappy there to get this one to 4. G gets the better of that kickoff as well, but can't get the shot on net. Here's Aiden now, trying to get a pass over to Farrah, but G intercepts that at midfield. leaves that one. G not able to get there. Farah couldn't quite hang on to that possession. So Happy Cappy now looking to make a play off the wall. Gets it over Aiden. Not able to corral it, but G is up. Aiden sweeps that away. And now looking to get a pass over to Farah, who puts a shot on net. But there's Happy Cappy with the save. Corrals that ball, puts a shot up, but wisely bumps Aiden out of the way, and now we've got a 5-0 game.
We've seen really strong passing game from the Panthers, and that's no different tonight. But they are realizing just how much quicker pace the Blazers have booted the door open with here. So 1 minute left, 5-0 for the Blazers. So we're going to see a shift probably from the Panthers next game. There's Aiden right away, just starting to hit the ball a little harder and driving a little bit quicker. G off the sidewall, who's gave us some very memorable moments and some great replays over the previous seasons. Managed to get into the corner, nothing happened of it. Farah Fibonacci didn't need to defend that one as G kind of clears it away, waiting for a teammate. Doesn't happen. Here's Farah now trying to weave around. And that is goal number 6 for Bay Ridge Blazers. What a great, strong start from them.
Yeah, Farah unfortunately just mishandling that play. Or, sorry, the control there at midfield. And Happy Cappy capitalizing almost perfectly, putting a shot directly on the wide open goal. Farah gets the better of that exchange. Tries to pop one up to the teammate. Aiden not with them. So Happy Cappy sends it back into the blue end. Here's Aiden now trying to get a bump off the wall. G's going to clear that one away. Farah not able to get there as G has so much momentum. Aiden plays this one out for Farah to put a shot on. This one's just going to sail wide. Happy Cappy not able to get there. So Farah put a shot up just high. And that's how this one's going to end. 6-0 for our Bay Ridge Blazers.
Well, they would have took that one for the at the end. Just one for the road. Always feels good, even if you're taking the loss. It always feels good to get one for the road at the end. Not going to happen this time around. So we'll move into game number 2 of 3 for these two teams. Not to forget, everyone, that we do have 9 games total tonight. All of our 6 teams will play 3 matches apiece. Great to have you back with us. If you're new, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to click subscribe on this channel, and you can find us here each Wednesday at 6 p.m. We'll be showing a little bit from all the different teams in our Diamond Plus division. Some new teams showing up later tonight, so that'll be interesting for us. In the meanwhile, game number 2. Here we go.
Got word from our Bay Ridge Blazers that their 3rd player showed up, but they said they're going to keep it a 2v2 and credited themselves with a top 10 respect moment, and I thought that was rather humorous.
It is. Well, I respect that. It's a classy play.
There's Farah able to chip that one over top of Happy Cappy. Pass from Aiden to the middle. Happy Cappy disturbs it just enough. Now going to corral while collecting that large boost pad in midfield. Not able to get the pass over to G, who misreads that one uncharacteristically. Aiden going up, can't beat G to it. That attack just missing the goal. Here's Happy now, trying to get this over a couple defenders. Aiden gets just enough of it, so Farah is able to corral and get the pass back over to Aiden. We've got a little bit of a 2-on-1 here, trying to beat G, who just gets that flip to make that save. And G now corralling from the midfield. Trying to go for a flip reset into a musty, just missing, but Happy Cappy with a great save. Aiden clearing that one away. And now the counterattack from the Panthers.
Well, that was an exciting moment. There's G showing off again. We've seen some incredible plays from G along the way. Tucked over top of Happy Cappy. Aiden got a great pass across. It didn't find the back of the net. Farah was just a little bit wide. Still 0-0. So anyone's game here in match number 2. First one went to the Blazers. And a long block by Happy Cappy, which finds its way into the net.
Yeah, just flicking this one over top of the defender. Farah not expecting that shot. Goes just over top of them. And that's how this first one's going to go. Farah saying top 10 backflip moments. G agreeing. Here's Aiden off that kickoff. Puts a shot on net. Swept away by G. Happy Cappy coming in with some speed. Not able to get it on net. And Farah says thank you very much and clears it back into the Bay Ridge end. Aiden over top of G. Looking for a pass over to Farah, but here's G. Gets in there to block it. Happy Cappy going for the old reverse 1%er. Aiden gets the shot on. Farah with the shot, hits the crossbar. Can Aiden capitalize? Farah again just over top. The Panthers, so much pressure, just not able to beat the crossbar. As Happy Cappy's going to clear this one to midfield, excuse me.
Couldn't buy a goal on that last one. Here's an awkward hit coming down, no ground pinch. Great, Aiden having to clear it away. Gonna fight G for possession. Happy Cappy didn't need to scoop it up. G's gonna take control. Half a boost tank up in the air, flipping, passing. Saved by Aiden, who's now heading over midfield. It's 1v1. Aiden gets the demo, but pass to Farah didn't quite connect. G was able to get in between. These 2v2s are really fun to watch.
Yeah, high speed, high pace, lots of action. Still 1-0, 2 minutes left. G waiting back in the Bay Ridge end, trying to corral this one. Flips it off the wall to themselves. Happy trying to get the shot off. Can't beat the post. Aiden was in perfect position. Here's Farah now trying to chip this one off the wall to Aiden, who tries to guide it towards the net. Can't get there ahead of G, who goes under Farah. And Aiden almost making that save as G just guides that one inside the post.
Great use of the brake pedal there by G. And yet very close to getting stopped. Aiden fighting that thing all the way to the back of the net. So 2-0 Bay Ridge Blazers, just over 90 seconds to go here in match number 2 of 3. Here's G, tried to get up. Aiden tucking it in time.
Yeah, that's just great kickoff play. Gets the better of the exchange. Can't quite get there as Aiden. And G makes no mistake. 3-0, minute and a half left here in our second of 3 games for this first match. Farah getting the better of that kickoff, but Aiden doesn't follow up. As Happy Cappy's gonna scoop that one up in their own end. Trying to get a shot on net, can't beat the post. Aiden wisely clears that one away, gathers that midfield boost, but bumped by Happy Cappy, so not able to continue with the attack. Aiden gets the demo on G, allowing Farah to pop this one up. Trying to beat Happy Cappy. Aiden's there to corral the second attack. Trying to come off the sidewall, looking for a pass. G's gonna block that one into the corner. Happy Cappy can't get away from Farah, who puts another shot on net. G's gonna corral, try and get this one past Aiden. Has enough momentum to get to midfield, but Aiden playing some incredible defense as Farah flips this one up at midfield, and Aiden's gonna take a shot, but G makes the save. And now here's the counter attack from Happy Cappy. Farah got demoed, not able to get there in time, and it's a 4-0 game.
Yeah, that reversed really quickly here. Great shot from midfield from Happy Cappy. We've seen Aiden with a lot of pre-jumping working in their favor. Defensive pre-jumps. Just kind of keeping plays from moving forward, but all that effort and not finding a goal yet. Still looking for the first one in this series are the Panthers, dealing with a great amount of pressure as Happy Cappy and G playing very well together. Here's G, stopped by Farah Fibonacci. Chipped down and wide, is not going to find its way in, so Happy Cappy off the back wall. A great hit off the back wall there, almost just about clearing midfield. Here's Farah looking for one, near the buzzer. Can they get the buzzer beater? Not quite. Stopped by Farah. That's going to leave us at 4-0. Match 2, going again to the Blazers.
When it's going rough, it's going rough. Farah saving their own shot.
Well, and yet they're doing a great job. They're putting up quite an effort. There were 3 shots from Aiden in that last one. 3 saves from Aiden in the last one, 2 from Farah. So they're putting their attacks on. They're defending well, considering that amount of pressure from 2 grand champions.
I mean, especially considering the Bay Ridge Blazers are getting most of their goals off of kickoffs, which at that point, like, they're both getting there at the same time. They're just getting luckier bounces. The Senior Panthers are playing exceptionally well and have played just as good as the Bay Ridge Blazers, excuse me, just not getting the breaks off kickoff as G wins another one here. Farah trying to clear this one from in front of their net. Happy Cappy there to intercept. Gets one chip over, and Farah just doesn't have enough boost to get up in time, and Happy Cappy's going to put this one in, making it 1-0 early on.
Right. It almost a... does this count as a kickoff goal? Happened quick. So the Senior Panthers starting off 1 down here, basically. Here's Aiden dragging their feet a little bit to that kickoff. That worked out. They got possession. Here's an opportunity. Just need to flick it in. Does so. There's the first one. Tie game.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect play here. Using the brake pedal just to get around Happy Cappy and making no mistake tying this up. You're saying there's a chance. A quick reminder to everyone watching that you get points for showing up, whether you win the games or not. So being here and playing is just as important as winning the games.
There's also, you get points for, it's not just based off the series. Great ground pinch from Happy Cappy here. You get points for the whole series, so all 3 games count in OSEA.
Yeah, that was unfortunately nothing Aiden can do there. They have to jump up to try and block the immediate pinch off the near post. Happy Cappy getting a lucky bounce out there to allow them to ground pinch from the middle of the net. Aiden goes for the flip reset, gets it over Happy Cappy and under G. Can they continue here? But G wisely circles back, gets control of this one as Aiden tries to keep the fight alive inside the Bay Ridge end. Gets that second touch, but just can't beat G as they circle back. Happy Cappy's gonna corral here at midfield, trying to drive one underneath, gets one demo, but Aiden there, for whatever rebound was coming, makes another save as G puts a shot up. G trying to get this one off the ceiling, not able to keep the touch, but Farah putting a shot on net, saved by Happy Cappy. We got both Bay Ridge players up.
Another
as
top
Aiden
10
tries to keep it on. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. That was another top 10 backflip moment, by the way. A couple fakes there. Always an effective move. Here's G fighting in the corner with Aiden. It gets out in front. What an angle by Happy Cappy. Quickly recovering and turning that into a shot opportunity. This is beautiful.
That was one of the best redirections I've ever seen. Great car control in the air to get a touch on that ball that comes out of the corner. Here's Farah playing a little slower off the kickoff, trying to get a better control of that ball as G's going to pass this one over to Happy Cappy, who passes it back to G in midfield, tries to make a pass to Happy Cappy, didn't have the boost to get there, but brings it down from the corner as G, full tank of boost, trying to get up and over Farah, who gets there and blocks it. G trying to make a bump in the goal, but not able to get a hold of Aiden as Happy Cappy drops one off the ceiling, and G capitalizes on that pass that gets dropped down. It's a 4-1 game.
Just trying to keep up with some of these plays. You saw Happy Cappy go up to the ceiling. Looked like a really challenging second touch was going to happen. And then leaving it for G. I mean, as a defender, it's just impossible to read a play like that. So here's Farah in their own end. Still more than half a Rocket League game left in this series. Fighting at midfield are the two teams. Aiden looking to chip one in. Past one defender. G's going to clean it up. And now G from their own corner. Full tank of boost. Over midfield. Second hit. Off the crossbar. Waiting for that second shot. Happy Cappy a little bit delayed. Makes it in. Stopped by Aiden. Here's G now. Just a constant kind of ping pong back and forth. between G and Happy Cappy taking shots here.
Yeah, really nice cycle there by the two Bay Ridge players. One going for a shot, and then if that doesn't go in, just circling back around, waiting for another rebound. Really good positioning. We've got just over 2 minutes here, and Farah's going to try and grab this one. Takes a weird hop off their vehicle, and Happy Cappy puts something towards the goal. Just keeping that pressure on as G takes this one from the midfield, and Happy Cappy gets another touch on that. Really great with the deflection so far. Aiden gets a really nice flip there off G, but Happy Cappy comes in and makes the desperation save, excuse me. Farah looking to get another touch here. Aiden not able to get enough of it off of Happy Cappy. And G just kind of booms this one into the corner as Farah clears back to midfield. Tries to put a bounce pass out to Aiden, who gathers. Now has one defender to beat, but Happy Cappy makes the save. Great patience there by the Bay Ridge Blazer defender as Farah makes yet another save out in front of the net. G can't grab that one. And we have another Panthers 2-on-1 attack.
Leaving it to roll. Happy Cappy's got a wide open net. Who's going to take this one? It's Happy Cappy. Just turned around really quickly here. All hands were on deck, and it left the net empty.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Senior Panthers there. Kind of bumping into each other, trying to make a pinch to send that ball to the goal. Not able to get it. And the Bay Ridge Blazers capitalize. Here's Happy Cappy looking to bounce this one off the wall back to G to set up the next attack. Takes a bounce on G, who's not able to get that one, so Happy Cappy's got to continue across the mouth of their own goal. Sends it back into the Panthers' end. It's a nice pass out to G, but Farah plays good defense and sends that one up high.
Here's Aiden, side wall. 40 seconds left, looking for maybe one more point to get on the scoreboard. Farah trying to chip downfield. Net's empty for now. G gets the demo in, so Farah's out of the picture. Aiden trying to keep the attack going. All by themselves, though, as G now switches things around. What a play by G in the corner. Happy Cappy there to help out. Passing, I think, back to G. They're bringing it back to their own end with just 15 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what we're in for here.
Really nice pinch bump there by G and Happy Cappy to send this one over a defender. Aiden getting a demo on G. Can they get this one up? Happy Cappy makes a really nice save up at the ceiling to stop this one from going into their net. And that's how this third game ends. It's 6-1 for our Bay Ridge Blazers, who take all three of the first matches here in the OSEA fall season.
Yeah, match number 1, first 3 games behind us. That was exciting to watch. Also cool to see 2v2. We'll be going into hopefully a 3v3 match for our next match here. Let's take a look and see our next 2 teams. That match slated to start in the next 5 minutes, so that gives you time to grab yourself a snack, click the like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss the broadcast next week. And next up, we'll be seeing 2 new teams. Kobe taking on the Gerbsters, 2 teams we have not seen yet. So new ground for Andy and I, and you as well. So on behalf of the OSEA, we'd like to thank you for being here. 6 more games of Rocket League, 2 matches, 4 teams left to show you. Strap in. We'll be back in a few minutes with matchup number 2. we go. This one might be... we weren't sure what to do here. We saw teams taking the pitch, so we jumped in right away. This one might be a false start. We're going to see what the teams do. So bear with us, everybody. It does happen sometimes, people leaving the match. We didn't want you to miss a minute of the action, so that's what happened. All right, we'll head back.
To remake the lobby.
Okay, we're remaking the lobby. We'll be right back, everybody. All right, we think we're ready this time. Teams are taking the pitch. This is match number 2. Kobe in blue, the Gerbsters in orange. 2 teams we haven't seen yet. After a little bit of a false start, there's Scopey getting into it with Centered, who manages to clear it all the way across. 6-7 now at midfield, chipping it at the net. It's blocked. It's Kobe now heading down over to the midfield line. This shot's going to find its way to the post. Scopey tries to scoop it back towards the net. Doesn't happen. Ovsky shows up and pinches one in. So that's 1-0 Kobe.
Yeah, nice little air control here by, what do we call it, Ovsky?
Ovsky works.
Yeah. So it looks like our Kobe team only have 2 tonight, from what the chat's saying. Oh, good defense there to stop that shot. As Kobe now goes up 2-0. Sorry, the Gerbsters only have 2.
Gerbsters playing with 2. That makes sense.
Sorry,
okay.
Gerbsters having 2.
Well, the work cut out for them then. Kobe showing up, pretty fast-paced looking. Again, it's the first we've seen both of these teams. Kickoff now, 2-0 Kobe. So we're going to see if the Gerbsters can deal with the pressure of a 3v2. And this seems to be the theme. A lot of times our first week, when we start a new season, we see teams either playing shorthanded as we saw in the first match, and now the second one as well. It is kind of a common theme for us here. But it always makes for an interesting story as the season kind of progresses. So at the midfield line now, Scopey, pre-jumping, manages to get by that attack before it formed. Leaving this for a teammate. Will someone show up? No. So Scopey tried to finish off the work. It was kicked away. Here's a shot wide from Centered. Caught in the air by Scopey, and that kind of bouncing precariously in the corner.
Scopey, no boost, not able to continue that attack as Stegosaurus kind of clears that one from in front of the net, gets that on off of the roof of Scopey. And our Gerbsters just trying to get out of their own zone here. Playing shorthanded does make that a little more difficult as Stegosaurus grabs that large boost pad. Scopey not able to get control of that, so 6-7 just gonna boom that one around. Probably not the touch they were hoping for as that one goes back, but Stegosaurus able to get this one to midfield. Scopey looking to pass to a teammate. Nobody there, as it looks like Ovsky is kind of just playing goalie right now, letting this be a 2v2. Probably another top 10 respect moment as Scopey gets a goal. and it's 3-0 for our Kobe team.
Yeah, and I mean, how do you handle it, in the 3v2? I mean, they almost need to, and by they, I mean the Gerbsters almost need to be quite mindful of their net. So, I mean, what do you do here, Andy? Do you play it slow and wait for the mistake?
Personally, I would, but I feel like most of these teams are all gas, no brakes, and you can't blame them for that. High-action Rocket League is what we're here to see. As Stegosaurus makes a great save on that Scopy play. Stegosaurus getting bumped out of the way by Scopy, but no one able to get to that ball. 6-7 gets bumped there. Centered, not able to get the shot they were looking for as Stegosaurus clears that one back down. Stegosaurus puts a shot up. Centered's going to sweep that away as 6-7 was back in their own zone trying to get some boost.
Those are those tough moments, right? You saw the play developing. There was a backboard hit, but 6-7 just kind of had to, far enough out playing defense, not able to kind of capitalize on the setup from Stegosaurus, who is chipping the first goal in here for the Gerbsters as they're on the board now.
Yeah, really nice pass here by 6-7, flipping this one up, confusing the defense, going for the bump, even though Ovsky's in net, going for the bump just to make sure they can't come out to make the save. 3v1, 2 minutes left. It's still anybody's game. And as I say that, 3v2 as Stegosaurus gets the all-important kickoff goal. What was that, 3 seconds?
We take those.
Yeah.
1-goal game now as the Gerbsters able to capitalize on a mishandled kickoff from Kobe. Well, that won't happen again. Scopy up against 6-7. 6-7 gets control. The net's somewhat empty. Couldn't find the pocket, so Scopy's going to chip to midfield. Stegosaurus might have been out of position there. Trying to balance that, do you stay defensive or do you stay ready to follow up on a good setup? And it looks like Stegosaurus finding that balance very well. 6-7 with a pass and finds the connection, but ends up going a little high of the net into the corner. Centered now, clearing Stegosaurus straight to 6-7. Battling now for possession here in the Gerbsters' end. What a save.
Wow, what a save there by Stegosaurus. That was earmarked to goal right under the crossbar. Is 6-7 now trying to get a touch out over to Stegosaurus, who just gets there, but no! 6-7 with the save. We've seen 2 self-saves tonight. Oh, that would have tied this game up as Centered sends that down into the Gerbsters' end. Scopy now trying to bring this one back into the attacking zone. Misses the handle. Centered, though, wisely grabbing the open ball from midfield, trying to send it down. Some tough midfield play here by both teams as the attacks have seemed to diminish a little as these teams have figured each other out.
I was thinking that the Gerbsters are climatizing. Here's Scopy with a seemingly empty net. It's blocked and off to the corner. The follow-up, not enough players left on the pitch tonight to stop that one for the Gerbsters, but absolutely the Gerbsters seem to be climatizing.
Yeah, Centered just putting that one to the net, seeing no defenders in line. 4-2, still 15 seconds. We've seen the Gerbsters score in like 2 seconds, so can't put them out of this one. Scopy and Centered both up for that one, not getting the touch they're looking for. This is giving 6-7 the ability to travel this one downfield, but Ovsky going to say no more, and that's how this first match ends in a 4-2 scoreline.
Yeah, it was a good little match, actually. We saw the Gerbsters pick up some momentum. Stegosaurus with 4 shots across that match, 2 of them finding the back of the net. So dealing with a 3v2 pretty well. These teams
the Gerbsters definitely playing attack and hoping that they don't have to worry about defense as much.
Yeah, strong offense, right? Strong offense. So we'll see what happens here. They definitely crank things up a notch, and it's amazing sometimes that pressure is enough to help you dig extra resources out. So these two teams going to play 2 more games. We have another matchup after that at 7 o'clock. 3 games with another 2 new teams. So we're almost at the midway point here on week number 1 of the OSEA Rocket League fall season. Teams taking the pitch here. Game number 2 kicks off as Scopey grabs possession. It ends up onto the hood of 6-7, who's now trying to regain possession here at midfield. Nothing happening. Stegosaurus with a long shot. Ovsky is able to get up and keep that out of the net, heading straight back into the goaltending position. So I do think that's where Ovsky's going to hang out for a bit.
Yeah, 6-7 just trying to put a shot on there, just missing. Stegosaurus not able to get that rebound in as Scopey gets underneath 6-7. But 6-7 comes back on defense, plays the patient game, gets it away from Centered and Scopey. Now going to pass it over to Stegosaurus, trying to get that pinch off. But Scopey plays some good defense as Stegosaurus puts a shot on, and Ovsky goes, "This not in my house," keeps this one out. Scopey gets a pass over to Centered, who gets just the perfect touch to tuck that one between 2 defenders and inside the post. What a beautiful first goal here in this game.
Yeah, and on the back of a great save by Ovsky, where there were 3 defenders in the net, and it got by 2. Ovsky there, ready to stop it, protecting that one, so quickly turning it around into a goal for Kobe. And now here we are on the side wall as Centered chips one down. It's going to get in front of the net. 6-7 stops it. Centered keeps it going. There's Stegosaurus now, clearing into the corner. Battling with Centered. Scopey's going to help out, grabbing boost on the way. A quick shot. That was a great save by 6-7. And Scopey doing a little boost starving there to keep the Gerbsters from filling the tanks again. A little bit of a collision there. We're seeing now a little bit of maybe panic where the boost tank's empty. Gerbsters now, you're 6-7 filling up the tank again, leaving one with a demo. What a play.
Wow.
Love to see that.
Wow, smart play. Gets just enough on this touch here and knows they got to go Demolovsky, who's been playing really good defense. And they tie this game at 1. Scopey and Centered not able to get back in time there. Great heads-up play there by 6-7, who gets the better of that kickoff, trying to get around 2 defenders, drops down. Stegosaurus not in the spot the ball dropped. So 6-7 having to come back, makes the save there, bumps Centered out of the way. So Stegosaurus now from in front of their own goal mouth, having to try and get past Scopey, who plays some good offensive defense, stealing that boost, starving the Gerbsters team, as Centered gets the old backwards goal, but not enough speed as Stegosaurus gets a beautiful save, tries to clear that down, doesn't have any boost. So 6-7 trying to corral this one at midfield. Again, boost limited for this Gerbsters team. Good job by Scopey and the Kobe team, starving that Gerbster team for boost.
Yeah,
As Scopey picks this one up, sorry.
No, both teams in opposing positions here and playing each spot well. Clearly Kobe not pulling any punches. 6-7 with a quick demo on Scopey. Centered, knocking it towards their own net. Fortunately, it stayed high, now wide. No threat there, but yeah, they're definitely not pulling any punches, and yet, look at this. Stegosaurus finding another shot here. 2 minutes to go, 1-1, tie game. This is game 2. Here's 6-7 at the midfield line, enough boost to get up in the air. Interfered by Scopey mid-air. Stegosaurus a little far back, gonna have to stay defensive for now. Scopey getting bumped. I mean, look at how the Gerbsters are dealing with this pressure.
Yeah, it seems like they're letting one of their teammates go towards the opponent's end, trying to get something in, beating the defenders, and one staying back. So they're playing sound defense to keep the goals going in their end to a minimum, and just hoping that they can, play some mistakes from the Kobe team. As Stegosaurus goes for this one, can't get past Scopey, but there's 6-7 back, who gets demoed by Scopey, but Stegosaurus there to make the next desperation save. As Centered and Scopey kind of fight each other here. Oh, what a demo that keeps the ball out. But Centered plays the perfect positioning to make sure that one can't be saved by 6-7.
Top 10 backwards shot by centered here.
Easily top 10.
So under a minute to go. We'd love to see the Gerbsters tie it back up. This has been a very intense match, especially for a 3v2. Scopey on the sidewall, finding the brake pedal. Couldn't get the pickup on the ground. 6-7 interfering. Stegosaurus looking for the bump. Ovsky out of the net now in the attacking zone. Quickly heading back, maybe? No, Ovsky now getting ready for an attack play, and that just didn't work out. Scopey credited for the goal here. Might have been an easy save.
Yeah, nice little bounce goal as 6-7 can't flip that one out of harm's way. Putting it top corner where the peanut butter's kept. Scopey getting the better of that kickoff, but doesn't continue with the pressure as Ovsky comes flying in from the goal, wanting to get their name on the score sheet as well. Times that perfectly and puts it where 6-7 just can't get to.
30 seconds remaining. Kickoff now. Off the side wall, Scopey grabs it. Couldn't get the boost on the way, so the tank's empty, but a great quick pass out front here was intercepted, but for having no boosts, quite a strong hit from Scopey. Stegosaurus now on the side wall. 6-7 in midfield, ready for a pass. All three defenders up for it, leaving a gap, but sadly the Gerbsters couldn't capitalize as 5 seconds left on the clock. And they'll be moving to game 3 with another credit going to Kobe here.
Yeah, well thought match there by our Gerbsters team. Kept it close right to the very end. And if a couple bounces go their way, the final scoreline looks a lot different. Very attacking play there by the Gerbsters. 4 shots by Stegosaurus, causing the Kobe Esports team to have to make a lot of saves to keep this one as a win in their books.
Yeah, it really felt like a 3v3, like you said, up until about the last minute or so as Kobe started to slip away. This last one could go any direction, so we're going to see what happens. Maybe there's another notch that the Gerbsters can crank the dial up because, as I mentioned, Kobe are not pulling any punches here, nor should they. Game 3, here we go. Kickoff. Centered.
Yep.
Almost got lucky there with a bounce off the ceiling. Not quite. Ovsky setting somebody up, and it makes it through.
Yeah, what a nice bump there by Ovsky. Just gets enough on this defender here after the pass out. Stegosaurus just not able to stay in position. So Scopey gets pretty much an easy open goal to just shoot that ball towards. And that's how our first goal is going to go. Stegosaurus getting a good bump at midfield there. Ovsky trying to pass this one over to Scopey, who gets the touch, just doesn't get the shot towards the net. Ovsky up, not able to get that one down underneath the crossbar. Stegosaurus trying to pinch this one off their teammate. Ovsky going for the old bicycle 1%er. Gets just enough of it to start to stalwart that attack as Ovsky pre-jumps that one in the midfield to send it back into the Gerbsters' end. 6-7 trying to get it past 2 defenders, not able to. Stegosaurus playing some good defense, taking the second bounce off the wall, trying to flick it over defenders, but Scopey not fooled. 6-7 not able to beat the crossbar, and it's a wide open goal here for Scopey on the counterattack.
This was a risk that Stegosaurus had to take, and I don't know if we can see it on the replay, but Stegosaurus kind of doubled down, saw the opportunity. The shot was just missed, hardly. And unfortunately, that's what you have to do when it's a 3v2. You got to take those extra risks. Here's the kickoff. Stegosaurus on the side wall. Ovsky moving into the attack zone. Gets demoed by Stegosaurus, so 6-7 grabbing possession, giving a bump in. Here's Stegosaurus now looking to attack. We're stuck at midfield. Stegosaurus couldn't quite roll over Scopey, so Scopey's moved in now to the Gerbsters end, looking to get something out front. Ovsky with a great pass, just no one there to grab it. Stegosaurus clearing away quite quickly before getting demoed by Scopey.
Yeah, Scopey kind of all over the pitch right now. Not able to get it into the zone, but Ovsky goes up for it. Stegosaurus playing some sound defense, able to get that one away. Now trying to beat a couple defenders at the midfield. Scopey gets enough of it to pass it back to Ovsky. Here's 6-7 now. Trying to beat Scopey to the ball. Gets a solid enough touch, but Ovsky just comes circling through. Ball hasn't really moved from this corner. Ovsky gets that boost pad. Kind of realizes there's no one around. Takes their time. Trying to get a ground pinch here. Doesn't quite get the second touch. So 6-7 not able to get enough. Sends it right over to Scopey, who makes no mistake. And it's 3-0 for our Kobe esports team.
Yeah, Ovsky must be listening, showing us that not just a defender, spending a little more time in the attack zone now. Half a Rocket League game left here. 3-0 for Kobe. And chipped up in the corner by 6-7. Gets around one attacker. Past Scopey. That's through two. And almost making it in front of the net. Ovsky's able to stop that opportunity from taking shape. So here at midfield is Scopey with a long shot. It's going to crossbar. It's off the backboard. Throwing the Gerbsters out of pace a little bit and out of sync. Stegosaurus with a long chip. Great save by center. Just a great pre-jump. Ending up in the right spot. This is dangerous here. Ovsky with a long shot. 6-7 grabs it on the ground. Scopey meeting them mid-air. Couldn't quite hold possession now as we're in the corner of the Kobe end. Stegosaurus sending one straight up to the ceiling. 6-7 can't do much with that. So we're back in the Gerbsters end now as 6-7 tries to move forward.
Yeah, what a fake there by Stegosaurus. Fakes out one defender, just can't beat the second as Scopey gets a nice shot from a sharp angle to put this one in. And that's going to be 4-0 with just over a minute and a half left here to play.
That was all reaction time. Scopey saw that opportunity to quick pre-jump. Held possession in there is a beautiful shot. And like you said, a very tight angle. 6-7 looking for a freebie. That doesn't take shape either. So Ovsky's now going to try to wall pinch. Stegosaurus isn't done with the attack. Opportunity just knocked away by Scopey. A great defensive play.
Stegosaurus trying to corral this one in their own zone. Goes for the boost. But 6-7 makes a nice little chip there over top of two defenders. So they put a shot on net. What a touch. Stegosaurus capitalizes and brings it back to 4-1. What a touch here by 6-7. To send two defenders kind of flailing through the air. And I think that's what our Gerbsters are going to have to do. Make a little confusion right in front of the goal mouth. Because they do have that third player sitting in goal playing goalie.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, you know, all hands on deck. You know, just start sending everything. Take the gloves off and go for it. See what can happen. Pull the goalie, as they say. So here's Stegosaurus on the side wall. 40 seconds. That's not much time for 3 goals, but it is possible. Stegosaurus with a slow chip. Second opportunity gets knocked up and high by Centered, who's, I believe, staying in the net right now. Trying to keep this this win safe. 25 seconds left. It will be interesting, Andy, as the weeks progress, to see what the Gerbsters bring as a 3-piece.
Yeah, I mean, they've held their own here. 2v3. Tough to beat a goalie whose really only job is to stop you from scoring when you beat the other 2 players. But yeah, they're holding their own as a 2. So I can only imagine how electric their play will be when they have their third player with them. This one's probably going to end with a similar score. 5-1 here. We just got 10 seconds left. 6-7. Trying to make something happen off the sidewall, but Ovsky keeping it in the attacking zone. As Stegosaurus just going to let this one hit the ground. And that's how this this match goes.
Yeah, the way the
Excuse me.
Kobe Esports team, who brought their A game today and dealt with a 3v2 the way any of us would. So now we look towards our third matchup of the night. And I believe we've got 2 new teams again, or at least one. Let's take a look and see who's playing next. This game just 5 minutes away. It is. It's 2 new games, Rustscapes versus Nitro Fuel. And I can't tell you if it's going to be a 3v3 or not at this point, but that has not had any effect on the excitement level of these matchups. So 2 new teams coming your way. You've got just enough time, about 5 minutes or so, to grab yourself a snack. Do what you've got to do so you don't miss a minute of the action. We'll be right back with you for the last 3 games tonight, our final matchup between the Rustscapes and Nitro Fuel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share this stream with a friend. And thank you for supporting Ontario School Esports Association. We'll be right back.